Hi, welcome to Prime Sports, and it's a special edition as we build up to the Hit FM Rapid Jersey happening at the Aviation Social Center tomorrow, where we will be climaxing the Champions League final between Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan. But even before that, let's go to the KNUST Sports Stadium, where Techim and 11 Wonders made sure that they secure their return to the Ghana Premier League after defeating Real Tamale United by 2-1 in a fiercely contested Division 1 playoff match earlier today. 11 Wonders began brightly, opening the scoring in the 13th minute through Frank Awere. However, RTU managed to pull one back in the 67th minute from the penalty spot, but the comeback was unsuccessful as 11 Wonders restored their lead in the 90th minute to seal the victory. This victory marks redemption for 11 Wonders, who narrowly missed out on promotion last season after a penalty shootout to defeat Young Apostles at the same venue. This time, there was no heartbreak, just history for them to make. Club becomes one of 3 Division 1 league sides earning promotion to the Ghana Premier League, reclaiming their sport among the country's elite. Now, the Black Stars have finished preparation for their third-place game against Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow, but the Ministry of Sports and Recreation has also moved to clear all outstanding salary arrears owed to both current and former coaches of the national team, fulfilling a financial obligation that had remained unresolved since 2020. According to documents cited by Joy Sports, former Black Stars coach Charles Kwabena Akono, who served as Ghana's head coach from 2020 to September 2021, was the biggest beneficiary of the payout, receiving an excess of $120,000. Now, his assistant, David Duncan, was also paid some money amounting to $40,000. Chris Hughton, who was sacked following Ghana's poor showing at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire, was also paid his arrears amounting to some $68,000. And his assistants, George Barton and Masoud Didi Dramani, were equally paid their arrears. The current coaching staff, led by Otoado, who have been in charge since March 2024, had also not been paid salaries since October 2024. That's some 8 months of salary arrears. They have also now been paid up to March 2025, with Otoado now in his second stint as Ghana coach receiving an excess of $420,000 for that period. And we'll give you a closer look at some of these monies that we're talking about, and you can see them on your screen now. So, Charles Kwabena Akono, the former coach of the Black Stars, $120,000. David Duncan, who was his assistant, also receiving an excess of $40,000. Chris Hughton also receiving close to $70,000. Masoud Didi Dramani, almost $12,500, and Otoado receiving in excess of $420,000. So all these monies were owed these coaches, about 11 coaches of the Black Stars, and the sports ministry has now settled all of them. And but not all, because at least for the current team, they've paid them up to the month of March, with the month of April and May still outstanding. But remember, Ghana will play Trinidad and Tobago for the 3rd and 4th place in the Unity Cup tomorrow, and we'll bring you more updates from that. But away from that, to some very inspiring story, because on the dusty streets of a forgotten neighborhood where dreams are often buried beneath hardship, football becomes more than just a game. For 2 boys bound by poverty but driven by passion, it's a lifeline and a symbol of their friendship. Aaron Crantin tells their story in this special feature.
Let me tell you a story that transcends the boundaries of a mere game. It's a tale of football, friendship, and dreams. A tale that embodies the essence of a beautiful game. A tale that began in Tumu, a town nestled in the Upper West region of Ghana. In the bustling border town of Hamile, known for its vibrant market activities and cultural diversity, a 6-year-old boy named Mohammed Fuseni faced the heart-wrenching loss of his father. Seeking solace and a new beginning, he relocated to Tumu to live with his uncle. It was in this town rich with history and community spirit that Fuseni's path crossed with that of Tommy Abdul Waliu. Waliu too had made Tumu his home, though his reasons were distinct. While Fuseni sought refuge and familial support, Waliu's story was different.
I come from Bele. Unfortunately, my community also has a strange story. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about Bele Resource Reserve. I think that's the biggest forest reserve in Ghana. That's the largest. Yeah, and then when they gave birth to me, growing up, it was very difficult because there were no schools and all. So at some point, I had to question my parents why there were no schools in the community. And then my dad was like, "We are on a relocation program. The government is like, we are in the reserve and then we are disturbing the animals and all that. So they have to relocate us at some point. So they cannot put any permanent structures there. If even they build a school, they will have to abandon it at some point because we have to relocate." Yeah, so fast forward, my dad had to bring me here. I was only 7 years. We came here in 2008 when my dad brought me here.
I was in class 2 when he came and met me. But before he was in class 1, we used to play friendly matches, class 1 and class 2. So whenever we are on the pitch, he would beat my people. Every day he would beat my people. So I would be annoyed. If I also get the ball, I also want to pay back. So from there I said, nah, this guy is a good player. So I want to be his friend. So as time goes on, we'll be in one team, no matter what, because we are all in the same town here. So when he came and met me in class 2, from there I said, now I've gotten a player, so my team is safe. So I will win matches, so I won't be crying, because I used to cry a lot. When they scored, I would cry because I love football.
Thus, a friendship was born. The two boys were inseparable on and off the field. In the classrooms and playground of United Basic School, one of the town's oldest basic educational institutions, Waliu and Fuseni created memories that still live with them today.
Yeah, so this is where it all started. So when I came to Tumu in 2008, my father brought me here. There's another neighboring school, just like we saw there. I think those ones, like they've made more name than this school in terms of academics. But my father said, any school you go is about the seriousness and the mindset. Doesn't matter where you school. And I've never regretted it. I passed my exam here and then I went far. But what I believe in is that the opportunities, the footballing opportunities Zongo School gave me, I wouldn't have gotten in any other school in Tumu. So if I had the chance of attending primary school again, it's definitely going to be here. And so then, if you look around, this is our pitch. When we were small growing up, this pitch used to look very big because it was under 12. But today it looks like it's not even up to a standard pitch. I don't know if it's because we've grown or something like that. Today I see this pitch and then I laugh. Hey, this pitch, the way we used to worry ourselves here, you come, you pick knocks, fresh injuries, you go home, your mom will complain, but still it's here. So these are some of our classrooms. We'll come to school dressed in the tee and then the bread uniform. Then we wear our boots instead of cross or any other decent wear. So first break, we are playing match. Second break, we are playing with another class. Then close, you have to wait, and then we used to close around 1:30. We wait, then we play another match for about 30 minutes or 1 hour. So that was how the love and then the passion we had for football looked like at the time.
For Fuseni though, playing football wasn't always a straightforward pursuit. He balanced his studies with assisting in his uncle's shop, a responsibility that often left little time for leisure. Determined to play, he had to devise clever ways to fulfill his shop duties while sneaking in moments to enjoy the game he loved.
Okay, actually, when I came, my uncle took good care of me. He sent me to school. So, but he engaged me in a shop. I should be managing the shop. So, because of that, I can't have a chance to go and play the football. So, sometimes I have to beg my headmistress or headmaster to come and beg him before he give me the chance to go and play football. So I used to suffer, but I knew how to play. He himself is aware, but because I'm managing this, so that he always tell me that if I go, who will sell the store? So I should be there in the selling.
Bawa Zachary, his uncle, who embraced the role of a father figure early in Fuseni's life, reflects on the challenges of balancing parental responsibilities. He strove to instill in the young Fuseni the values of hard work and perseverance, all while supporting his booming football aspirations.
Actually, it's no easy move, but as we started, because I'm a businessman, I'm able to support him small, and then he also like playing ball and other things. So I think I've given him the chance. Sometimes it's very difficult, but I have to have patience and then consider other things to let him do whatever he likes. And if it's good, I also support.
Their passion for the game and undeniable talent saw them selected to represent the Upper West region in the 2013 Milio Games, where they faced current Black Stars forward Abdul Fattah Isahaku, who was the captain of the Northern Regional team.
I would say growing up, that had been my biggest exposure. And there I had the opportunity to meet Stephen Appiah. By then he had just retired. So he was the icon of the tournament. One good thing was also that I had the opportunity to play with Fattah Isahaku. Yeah, he came, he represented the Northern region. He was the captain for Tamale. And then fortunately for them, they won the competition and then they represented Ghana in Kenya. That would have been like a great opportunity for me and then a memorable achievement if we had qualified from that competition and then represented Ghana in Kenya. But we're not very fortunate. We won our first game and then lost the rest of the 3 matches woefully.
Waliu, the eldest of 4 siblings, hails from humble beginnings. Despite the challenges of his impoverished upbringing, he always recognized the transformative power of education in reshaping his destiny. Although he had dreams of becoming a professional footballer, he also had a burning desire to attain the highest level of education, a desire that caused his path with Fuseni to part ways temporarily. After BEC, Waliu gained admission to Canton Senior High School, Tumu's finest, with Ghanaian musician Wiyala and celebrated sports journalist Fentio Tahir Fentio as alumni, while Fuseni enrolled at Tumu Senior High Technical School.
So there's something I believe, because in football there's a lot of mathematics on the field. So I don't believe footballers shouldn't be doing well in class. So first of all, before I got to class 4, I was on top of my class. Then when I got to senior high, I was playing football, but not so much. A lot of my attention was on the on the academics, because there I had a goal, because I'd wanted somebody to sponsor my education. And then before you get a scholarship, so I was thinking about scholarship, but because before you get one, you have to perform like exceptionally well in your WASI. And so I took the challenge upon myself that no, I have to excel in my WASI, I have to make good grades so that I can also be competitive, or I can also increase my chances in getting the scholarship. And so that was what I did. So I paid less attention to the football and then paid more attention to my books. So there I emerged as the overall best student of my year group. That was 2020, was the whole municipality. And so that boosted my chances of securing the scholarship. But MasterCard, before you get it, your results should be at least a year old, and then you should be academically talented. So I had to wait and then put in the application. I also had to bring the story of my village, because there's also special provision for internally displaced person. Even though I don't fit in that category well, anybody who hears my story will pay special attention to it. I applied with some other colleagues, but immediately I sent in my application. The following month, they had called me, the secretariat, where they wanted to find out that they were like to provide evidence of the fact that I said my community had been relocated and all that. Fortunately, I had received a letter from the Forestry Commission attesting to that fact. So I was kind of safe, so I was cool.
Fuseni had different fortunes after WASI and was ready to ditch school completely to pursue his dreams of becoming a footballer.
Actually, when we completed, one of my papers there wasn't good, so I have to go and better it. So he started for 1 year and continued, but I started about 3 years, maybe 4 years. Completed 2020, but I went to school 2025. So because of that, when I just completed 2020, so I got an opportunity at Sunyane to go and teach from basic school. So when I went, I said, no, I have to look for a team around here and play. So I was going around and I saw a football field, then I went. There was a team there called Young Goldfish. I went and joined them. So I joined about 1 year. Then I left the teaching. I just went to the account straight because the teaching there was not, I just like the football. So when I went there, frankly speaking, it's not easy, but I've managed for 2 good years in the academy. So anger, there's a lot of anger. But the manager too, you will never see him. We even played 3 consecutive matches and we lost. He said he will sack us from house there, but still, every day we still go and play. So when he took good care of me, but the hunger was too much in the camp. So finally, they had to come and sack us where he went the rent for us. Because he couldn't renew the rent. So they brought police. They were throwing our things and saying, hey, to be a footballer, so he do.
Dejected and at a crossroads, he received a call from his longtime friend, who was now a second-year student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, asking him to make a trip all the way to Kumasi to help his college in the inter-college football games, an invitation he couldn't pass up.
So from there I said, nah, let me come back. So I was on my way, then my friend called me that they had some inter-colleges games, so I should come and help me. I said, no, I'm not a student, that they won't be able to identify. So when I went and helped them, we crowned the champions there.
Yes, and then this is him. This is when he joined me at KNUST for the college games. Yes. And so, and this myself and him again. Yeah, same event. That was the college games. Yes.
Concerned about his friend's bold decision to pursue a football career at the expense of his education, Waliu took matters into his own hands. He applied to KNUST on Fuseni's behalf, and the outcome was a resounding success.
Well, he had to even help me to apply for their school because I said I can't go there. He said I know I can do it. So when I went and met him there, so I was happy. So we used to play ball.
So he helped you apply for?
Yeah, he did everything. I was even asleep when he called me and said, bro, you have gotten admission. I said, really? I just prepared. And that's how.
So how did you feel like walking into KNUST campus?
Yeah, at least no easy because that's the best school in Ghana so far. Because to me, that's the best school. I mean, I don't check Winnie Bar because I've been seeing their post bar. KNUST is the best school because their facility, everything. Because you will never be dirty. Everything is quota. You see, style. There's shuttle. There's no stress. AC is there. Everything.
After parting ways 8 years ago following high school, the friends have reunited on the KNUST campus. Last year, they also joined Tumu-based Division 2 side Soccer Babies FC, rekindling their shared passion for football.
So last season they registered me for the Division 2, myself and my very close friend. And so we actually started from Division 3. So we played Division 3, we finished second, and then we were promoted to Division 2. And then we topped the Division 2 table. So that is a special achievement for ask me. From Division 3 into Division 2, Ninos, and then you're able to top. Even middle league, we finished third out of 6 teams. Though that tells you the quality of players we have in the team. Yes, and so that's how the academic journey too has been. So now in my final year now, I'll be finishing school in August. Yeah, so I just have like 3 months to go. Yes, so and I'll be leaving for school very soon. I'm also reading land economy at KNUST.
From the sunlit pitches of their youth to the haloed walls of university, their journey has come full circle. What began as a shared passion for football at a tender age of 6 has blossomed into a profound bond that has withstood the test of time and distance. Now as teammates once more, they stand side by side on the field, not just as players, but as brothers who have navigated life's challenges together. Their reunion is more than just mere coincidence. It is a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the unbreakable ties forged through the shared dreams and experiences from Tumu with love.
So that's it. Tomorrow, big event at the Aviation Social Center. My colleague Kwan Benai is here, and we're all looking forward to the Hit FM Rep Your Jersey and the Champions League final, PSG versus Inter Milan. Look, I mean, to be very honest with you, I've got to disclose my bias. I'm supporting PSG.
But it's funny how both of us are.
Yeah, we are wearing Ghana jersey. Ghana is playing tomorrow against Trinidad and Tobago. So, yeah, we are supporting them. Keep an eye on that. But I'm supporting PSG. Big opportunity for them. One of the reasons I'm actually supporting PSG is because where they are going to play, Allianz Arena, that was where Chelsea won their first ever Champions League trophy. PSG have never won the Champions League before, and I'm rooting for them to win it for the very first time.
It would be heartbreaking if they lose it for the second time.
Yeah.
Because usually they say if you clubs that have won the Champions League, they usually lose it. They lose
and
one
win
final and they end up winning it.
Yeah.
Chelsea did it. They lost in 2008, won in 2012. Man United, let me say Man City.
Yeah.
They lost to Chelsea and ended up winning
and they came
it
to win
again.
it.
So,
yeah. But even for Inter, they have a little interesting thing there because they also lost to Manchester City in the final.
Yeah,
you know?
but with Inter, I think they are 6-time champions, 7-time champions.
Yeah, I think they've won it 4 times.
Yeah. I mean,
they've won it
before, so it's nothing.
So it's okay for
PSG who are trying to at least. They also want to be known as the big boys in Europe.
Yeah.
So,
but if PSG wins it will be their 3rd trophy. They've won the Ligue 1, they've won the Coupe de France.
Be the domestic,
and one person we'll also be keeping an eye on is Kylian, what's his name? Ousmane Dembele, who stand a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or if he wins the Champions League. I think he will win it. If he wins the Champions League, he's picking the Ballon d'Or.
it's not straightforward because I think
he's actually the best player in the French league. You know, if he wins it, goes to the final, scores a goal, and assists.
Yeah, has a very
man
good
of the
game
match.
In the final. Yeah,
Charlie,
and he's also French. Happens to be in France too.
Ballon d'Or straight. I think he will stand a chance.
But I think it's going to be a very top final. Unlike other UCL finals where we have favorites heading towards the final. Last year, everyone was like, oh, Madrid were favorites. Last 2 years, City were favorites. I think this year it's kind of like 50-50.
It's even.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Inter Milan because of how hard they worked against Barcelona. Because Barca was the team that people hoped that they would win it.
Yeah, that's very true.
And they were brilliant. They were the best team in the Champions League until they were knocked out by Inter Milan.
And you also look at the way PSG to play. They like to play expansive football. Inter are not that kind of team.
Yeah.
They are quite disciplined.
But to think Inter was able to stop Barcelona, which team else can they stop? You know, because
but even with Barca, the only team people thought could stop Barca was PSG. And Inter Milan ended up stopping Barcelona. So I think it's going to be fascinating to see how they end up stopping PSG or PSG end up stopping them. But looking at the way
PSG has a very young team.
I think PSG have a very young team. So if there's one thing that's going to prevent them from winning the final, it's going to be due to experience. Because Inter Milan have, I think,
they have very experienced
half of their squad are over.
The Hit FM rep your jersey. And it's not just the final. The final is going to be the last thing we'll be doing. It's going to have so many games. It's going to be 5-a-side. It's going to be Ludo. There's going to be, you know, FIFA games and all
football.
Of that. It's going to be football. I'm going to play the FIFA game. The last year, somebody scored me and I need to go and revenge. Somebody gave it to me in FIFA and I need to go and revenge. So
and also be quizzes where they will be giving out prizes, television, fridges, power banks, a lot of exciting prizes. So people should come and have fun.
I mean, it's going to start from the morning, I think, from what, 10 to 9?
Yeah, throughout the day. So it's a whole day event.
It's a whole day event. So it's going to be there till late into the night. So from 9 to 10, you can start trooping into Aviation Social Center.
Come with their families,
come with their family. There's going to be food,
wives,
music, everything. A lot of excitement. So we're all looking forward to it.
They should come repping their jersey.
Quick prediction.
So I'm going... I'm going 2-2 and Inter Milan to win on penalties.
Wow. Charlie, PSG 2, Inter Milan 0. And that's how we draw the curtains of Prime Source tonight with Mirazaku's Bar. We'll be back same time next week. Please do enjoy yourself. And let's meet at the Hit FM rep your jersey. Come with your jersey. Chelsea, Liverpool, Hartlepool, Kumasi, Santo Kotoko. Come, let's have fun.